Hi, welcome to the day of my life as a professional archaeologist. If we haven't met, my name's Jay. I'm a professional archaeologist. If we have met, you already knew that. It is currently 5:30 in the morning, which is not early for me, which is awesome. And I'm so excited about that because it means that I have all day. Usually when I get started, it's like I have to be there at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm really excited about this. But I'm gonna take you through my day, and the problem is I've already started with a massive pimple because I have acne. So we're gonna do skincare. I'm gonna finish getting dressed because I'm in a sports bra and everything, and then we're gonna go down and get some breakfast. So I've washed my face and everything. I'm gonna do a little bit of skincare because otherwise I'll get worse acne, blah 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 blah. And that's not good. So I guess I should talk about my schedule as a professional archaeologist. This coming week is one of my busier weeks. I'm an on-call archaeologist for 3 different companies, which means that if there is work, they'll offer it to me and I can accept it. But if there isn't work, then I don't get to work. That's just how it goes. If you're gonna become an archaeologist, you gotta recognize that that happens. Why is there so much on my face? And that's just how it goes. If you're not on call and you have guaranteed hours, that's great. Me personally, the other way that they would pay me more is as an on-call, which is a little annoying. Epicures. It's really expensive, but it's the only thing that works on my acne, which is really unfortunate. This is the lipid serum that they use. But anyway, so I have a mobilization day tomorrow. Usually I put on some sort of concealer or something, but because it's a travel day, I'm not going to. And that's just because I'm gonna be traveling and I kind of want the chance to maybe wear one of those skincare masks on my drive, which would be awesome. But yeah, so bamboo brush because it's biodegradable and it's good for your hair. So, super great. I pack up my toiletry bag, which isn't actually like a toiletry bag. It's more of like a packing cube that I just kind of throw everything into. And that's only because like my actual toiletry bag was bigger than this and, sorry, lip oil, was bigger than this, but it also was like weirdly bulky, so I couldn't fit anything in it. So, there you go. Using lip oil as lip balm because genius. I actually have 2. This one's e.l.f. and then this one by Merit, which is from Sephora. And I always just use the e.l.f. one, but I keep accidentally packing my lip balms even though I need them. Didn't have enough time for my whitening strips because I gotta get breakfast and I gotta go. So, I don't know, maybe a whitening strip later. I'm gonna find somewhere to stop to do it. Put the e.l.f. one, put the matte one in here. And then when I come back after breakfast, I'm gonna brush my teeth, so. Okay, so I just figured out that the clock on my microwave is an hour fast, or hour slow. It says 5:15, it's 6:15. Which means I kind of need to move. This is my bag. It's got my initials on it. I'm really excited. But all of this is dirty. So luckily I get to just throw it in there. Pimple patches. I'm gonna need these. But I get to throw just kind of everything in there right now. Because it was just like a 1-day pack. It's just a 1-day work day. But for this coming week, I gotta pack tonight. So, you know, we'll see how that goes and everything. Because I leave tomorrow. Maybe I'll take my brother to breakfast. I never get to see him, so. That. This is my plush Howard Carter. I talked about him on my thing, and it's so I can yell at him and verbally abuse him because I hate Howard Carter. So that's super fun. But yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be great. Okay, so I always pack like basically the same foods because I'm crazy. and everything, but I literally have like a ranch dip and carrots. I had another one of these, but I already ate it yesterday. I've got one of these collagen masks that I'm gonna do on the drive home since it's like 5 hours. I always drink naked juices. I've got Diet Coke. I've got the sparkling ice. It's the only ice we like. I've got a health shot. Basically, whenever I don't feel good and I'm traveling, I take one. I feel fine right now. That's just in case. And I've got a whole thing of cantaloupe. Yeah. Hopefully this lasts me, right? I'm gonna go get breakfast. Okay, so I actually got ready a lot earlier than I thought I was going to, which does mean that I've got a little extra time that I could either use to get to site, or, I mean, I gotta pack up my car. Maybe I have extra time? Kind of have extra time? I don't know. Don't ask me questions. What's happening? I gotta brush my teeth. That's what that was. I forgot to brush my teeth. What is it with older guys and just staring at you if you're there? Like, so I was standing there waiting to check out. There's this older gentleman, and he's also checking out and everything and talking to the guy, but every time that the guy's not talking to him, he's just staring at me. And I was like, sir, I don't want you. I'm so confused. His wife was like right there too. I had the video going and the freaking CarPlay just ended my recording. I'm so mad. Anyway, we're gonna head to site and it's gonna be just fine. It's just a normal day. It's just the same two guys. I think their names are, it's Ricky and Hector. That's what it is, Ricky and Hector. So I'm really excited. I think, you know, it'll be a good just last kind of day together, and then I'll drive home, and then I'll do laundry and I'll repack, get my car ready for that huge drive that I've got heading up to Mariposa. It's like 7.5 hours for me to drive, so, and I'm doing it alone to meet my boss, so good stuff. Okay, so my map says we're gonna get there at 7:30, which is kind of perfect because the crew's not supposed to be there until 8:30. I usually try to get there 15 minutes to half an hour early, and I know that this is like an hour early, but there's paperwork that has to be done. And as soon as I get to site, since it's based off my schedule and everything, then that means that the latest we can work is 7:30 p.m. today, because it's 12-hour cap on site, and I kind of need that, especially since I still have to drive home, and I really don't want to be getting home at midnight. So, hope for the best. Okay, so it's about 8:30, and the crew just arrived. Super fun and everything. I'm just waiting for us to actually get started and everything. We're in a residential area, so I can't really show you guys anything. We will probably be here until about 4:30. They're supposed to finish up today. They are digging a telephone pole anchor, and if you don't know what those are, if you've ever seen a telephone pole and then you see that wire that sticks down kind of like next to it and everything, that's an anchor, and we're digging for that. So, you know, pretty basic. They already started yesterday, so they're finishing up today. I'm gonna do some paperwork, so yeah, because we have to do forms every day. Even if you just work in the field and everything, you have to do forms so that the office workers can do their job. I have to drop a couple of points, which means like basically putting the coordinates down, and I have to do my timesheet so that I get paid and everything. So yeah. Okay, so we are on lunch, which means I get a nice crisp Diet Coke and some AC, which is awesome. I can't show you the actual site, which is really upsetting. That's actually about 80% of the time, but this one is it's a private home that we're digging on, so it would be wrong of me to film there without their consent, especially since they have their dogs and their kids running around, and I don't put kids in danger. So super fun. Looks like they're gonna finish a little bit earlier than we were expecting, which is awesome because it means that I maybe have like a 4-hour drive instead of a 5-hour drive to get home, and then I can start my laundry, start packing again and everything for tomorrow. Yeah, it's a pretty big couple of days of work and everything, and I'll do a separate video for tomorrow's work in Mariposa. So yeah, super fun. See you guys when I'm leaving. Okay, so we're on our way home. I almost got hit by a car, but it's okay. I got in and out, and I got gas, so it's time to drive home. Okay, so I ended up passing out when I got home for like an hour and a half. But that was my day as an archaeologist. If you like this video, you can like, you can subscribe, you can turn on the notifications. It's a little bell. You can leave me a comment if you like. I try to respond to all of them. And if you saw this, you can check out my Instagram where I have hundreds of reels. Yeah, so have a great day. Bye.